Hey everyone, this is Sam, and here with Brian.
What's up, guys?
We are playing Zelda: The Phantom Hourglass from 2007. This is a DS game, and it's really cool because it uses only stylus controls and a bunch of other DS, exclusive things. You won't be able to play this on anything but a DS or now 3DS.
Yeah. That was one of the...
Which makes it totally unique. Like right now, you can see there's like the little Navi-type fairy running around on the screen. That's actually the stylus point where we're recording right now. You can't see the lower screen, which has a map on it, or in this case, the upper screen. Don't want to get too confusing, but this is near the beginning of the game, and one of the coolest things about it, besides just tapping to kill everything, which I really like, is that you can draw paths out for your ship in this giant ocean to go explore, and your ship kind of automates along this path. Now we're not going to show you that. We're going to go to this length of a dungeon.
Unfortunately, we can't because the boat's locked. So
yeah, they won't let us get on the boat because we were in the middle of exploring and going to dungeons. You can already see we have some of the classic Zelda tools right now, including bombs and a shovel. This is an interesting point of controversy in this game. You go back to this dungeon a lot.
Yeah, a lot of times. It's one of the things that a lot of people complained about in this game is having to go through and redo levels that you've already done before.
Yeah.
In this, but
so you correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you get deeper and deeper into this dungeon, but you can skip areas because you have new skills, and it makes it easier to get down to
right. In certain areas, you can just skip a certain point, but there are some that you have to redo. But for the most part, you can skip those.
Yeah. So one thing I remember from this game is what I believe to be the most obscure, difficult Zelda-related puzzle ever in any Zelda game. Do you know what I'm talking about?
What was that?
This is a puzzle in which you get this clue about how a piece of parchment you're reading or a tablet you're reading is upside down or backwards, and you just are standing there trying to figure this thing out. You can run away and go you may think you don't have what you need to solve the puzzle,
right?
But like what you actually need to do is clamshell shut the DS. And the lower screen copies onto the upper screen.
Yeah, it's like a little stamp.
So unless you get so frustrated, yeah, it's a stamp. That's right.
It's like a little
stamp. Get
stamp.
So frustrated, and finally snap your screen shut, you won't ever figure that out. It's very obscure.
Yeah.
So right now you're using the stylus to throw your boomerang. I love that. You can draw a path for it. Again, a lot of people give this game flack for some of the neat things that it has. Like, combat is not as accurate because you're doing this weird tapping and stuff. But that's not really what this game is about. It's about solving puzzles, exploring. So I like that. One thing that's really cool about this game, it is a direct sequel to Wind Waker.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
people
set
realize that.
I think it's literally just right after the game because you go on the ship.
They took their boat out.
They're just gone.
They're like, what are we going to do next? And they run into this ghost ship.
Yeah.
And it goes from there. But yeah, it takes place right after Wind Waker, so Tetra is a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
She's not really acting as Zelda in this game. She's still
just
Tetra,
her
which
pirate
is cool.
self. Unfortunately, she gets turned to stone.
And of course, it's using the cell shading style of Wind Waker,
which is what really made me incredibly excited for this game when it first came out.
Yeah, the cutscenes look really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's also kind of top-down Zelda-like, right? So
yeah,
it has the elements of both those games really nicely. And the sequel to this is Zelda Spirit Tracks, The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, and it is a game we're also going to be playing. I think you and I together, Brian, are going to be playing that a little bit too. And it just is a direct sequel to this, but it takes place 100 years later, so it's not the same Link and Zelda's in it instead of Tetra, even though those are technically the same people.
Yeah.
And it's a little different. So right now, you are trying to avoid those guards at all costs, right?
Yes, indeed. Otherwise, they'll kill me. But
do they kick you out of the dungeon if you get?
I believe they make you start at the beginning of the room. I can't remember. I can try and run into them and see what they do. Forget what they do to me. Oh, you lose time. That's right. I remember that.
Man.
You lose time. You start at the beginning of the room, but you just lose time.
How do you feel about time limits in any game? They stress me.
They're very stressful.
Yeah.
It also depends on it, but in this game, especially when all you have is time in these and you lose them, you lose even more time.
Do you have to run through the fire by hitting that switch there?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, you have to light that one. See, that's already a pretty tough puzzle for early in this
game.
Yeah,
especially when especially when getting into this game, and you don't remember using stylus for pretty much everything in this game.
Yeah.
And doing that is just something you have to get used to.
Let's take a look at the menu map real quick. Because one great thing about this game, which should be in every Zelda, is that you can mark whatever you want on the map. Like, you can just openly draw on
that's one thing that I wanted them to... I don't think they brought that back in
Kirby.
Yeah. I don't remember if they brought that back in Link Between Worlds. where they didn't let you draw on the map.
Yeah, I guess you couldn't
Yeah.
annotate the map even though it's a 3DS game. Is that correct?
Yeah, you had those little pins that you could
Yeah.
drop,
The
but
pins are nice.
yeah, those were kind of basically your notes, but you couldn't.
You couldn't openly Professor Layton style doodle on the map.
Right, which was really helpful in this game.
Yeah.
With all the different sorts
One
of
other
puzzles we
great
had to
thing
do.
that happened with the Phantom Hourglass is that it was released as a bundle with a gold DS with a Triforce on it.
Yeah, same
It's
kind of what
so
they did with
cool.
with the
Just like a Link Between Worlds.
yeah.
But yeah, that was a 3DS. But yeah, and an XL. But this is just the classic, I believe, light version of the DS, which is really probably one of my favorite pieces of Nintendo designed hardware ever. That DS Lite is so pretty.
Yeah.
This game looked so amazing on it.
Yeah.
And it looks okay blown up, but yeah, you really need to play this on the system it was intended for. It doesn't even look that great on 3DS because 3DS doesn't emulate DS games so well.
Yeah, it kind of just blurs out a little bit, but
this on like a DSi or a DS Lite.
yeah, because the colors come out really great on it. Just that screen is native to it.
So we should wrap this up. Do you think you're going to get to the next room?
I'm gonna try to get to the next room. It's hard to play and reminisce at the same time.
Stun that guy with your boomerang.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
I thought he just gets all like.
Oh, does he turn around if you?
Yeah,
do
he
that?
turns around and goes all crazy on you. You gotta wait till he passes.
Okay. Go now. Go now. Oh.
Well, I want to go up.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking you could get behind him and just carefully. You can hide in that.
I think I
little
could
button.
hide in these.
Can you get to the next one?
Derp. I did it.
You did. Now what? Ah, of course. The foot pressure switch.
Good old foot pressure switches.
Do you think that's going to be the place you need to get within your time limit, or do you think there's going to be more to go?
We'll see.
You got a small
Because I think
key.
this is like the first time you had to come. Like we're right after one of the first times we had to come to
Yeah.
the temple.
Well, I encourage you to check out more of this game. We have more videos of the Phantom Hourglass on IGN, and of course you can check out many, many more Zelda videos, and also videos of other Nintendo games, which we're recording right now for Nintendo's 125th anniversary. Nintendo's actually been a company for 125 years.
125 years, that's insane.
They haven't been making video games that long, but they have been a company that long, and that's why we're doing 125 Let's Plays of our favorite Nintendo games. So keep checking back, and thanks, Brian.
Yeah, thanks.